that's extraordinary in nature. And so that's what the municipalities have been abiding by for many, many years. Now, with the governor's order expiring, there are certain home rule powers that cities have to be able to operate in a way that may allow the public, that would allow for public participation. And we believe that a pandemic of this nature would fall under those emergency provisions that would allow for health, safety, and welfare of citizens. Um, and it's so extraordinary that it would allow for those persons to participate in the same way that they had been through media communications, media technology, such as teleconferencing or video conferencing or some other in some other manner. In addition to that, we believe that because you all are the last resort in terms of the commission hearing all items, that advisory boards that you have would fall under that extraordinary type of an exclusion that would allow for those advisory board and staff and so forth to be able to appear virtually as well. So in short, this has been crafted so that as a commission, you would have to be here because that is the law. Now, I will tell you this, that some cities are interpreting this, and I know of at least one right now, and I don't know if that's changed yet, in South Florida, are interpreting this to also extend to commissioners. They believe that their emergency authority, this is so extraordinary that this could also extend to commissioners. So this resolution is being done in a way that it is a reso, so that if we find that, 50, 60% of the cities in a month are meeting, or when we get back in January, you have a lot of cities that have passed resolutions to meet virtually as commissions, then it will allow for you all to easily change it and be able to then go back and meet virtually, because of course the pandemic and everybody's hearing about it, it's expected to even get worse than it is right now. And and I have some stats and figures in the resolution, and as it is now, every state is seeing an increase in COVID cases. And so to be safe, as the manager has put up plexiglass, and that's great, but also the CDC has gone even further in its recommendations regarding distancing again, and the need for masks, and so we're and also other factors that people need to adhere to. And so we are bringing something forward that we think it's a very good kind of a solution, which is a hybrid type of model that allows for your public to still stay out of the room, allows for advisory boards to be not in person, but would still hopefully keep everybody as safe as possible. So this is for your consideration tonight.
Thank you, Madam Attorney. The floor is open for discussion. Any discussion on this item?
Mr. Mayor,
Commissioner Burke.
Madam, Mr. Mayor, to the attorney. Mr. Mayor. Okay, Madam Attorney.
You have the floor, Commissioner Burke.
You're saying, as of right now, the commission still have to meet in person?
Your mic.
Yes, sir. As of right now, the commission would still need to meet in person according to those AG opinions that are now existing. There have been several groups of attorneys that have written and have asked, the AG to take a position on this, to amend those opinions, because that's what they are. They are opinions, and the AG has declined to do that. And so right now, that Governor DeSantis, did not extend that order number 2069. We're in a position where the only way we can do any kind of meetings would be under our own emergency powers.
Okay, in essence, you're saying, are other cities adhering to this as well, or?
Yes, everybody is putting in place something. but it just depends on what you put, with there are certain commissions that are going back full fledged, full force with meeting, no protection, no glass, nothing, just, and that tends to be not in South Florida. There are some commissions that are doing just what we're talking about right now, and there is at least one commission that may be meeting just in the virtual way that we have been meeting under the governor's order. But um, city attorneys have been very reluctant because nobody wants to get out there and get knocked down. Because if you do, let's say you do go forward and you start meeting without at least everybody sort of being on the same page, doing the same thing, then you risk whatever actions you have taken being null and void because they were deemed to have not been in the sunshine.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Any other discussion on this item?
Mr. Mayor,
Vice Mayor Davis?
Mr. Mayor, to the attorney, Madam Attorney, as it relates to, I heard you mention elected officials, essentially has the same rights as, I guess, those who attend our meetings, our residents, our constituents. How would that work as far as a quorum? So if we have a quorum in person, would that allow opportunity for other elected officials to be able to attend virtually as well as in person, which is essentially what you're saying is being offered through the hybrid model that we're offering to our constituents?
Yes, through the mayor, it's not advice that I would necessarily give you out loud because what has been the Attorney General's opinion, again, what we're operating under, there's a set of opinions that talk about how commissioners can avoid not appearing in person. And those opinions suggest that that commissioner needs to be ill, right? There needs to be some extraordinary circumstance upon which, now, so I'm not telling you that that's a good idea, not a good idea. I'm just telling you that's how those opinions have been interpreted. You understand? So there have been, and I know of at least one other city where there is a commissioner who is up in age and, he is COVID, in the area where COVID would be of concern, particular concern. And there may be other commissioners in addition to this commissioner. That commissioner has not attended meetings, will not be attending meetings in person, but and there are, there may be others in other cities where that applies, and that maybe they see
COVID throughout the nation. And it's getting worse here in the state of Florida. And to be operating as if that's not the case, it's just not right. So we hope that the powers that